I'm so excited to finally have finished my inspired piece of Serena Williams, the tennis player from the Time magazine. Look at it over here. I'm in love with that photo. And twist on that image. I started it at Johnson Community Center. I was everywhere working on it. I was really intent on getting the image the best as I can be, so I didn't want to. When I first started doing it, I felt like she looked like Serena Williams. No, obviously, I felt like she looked like J-Lo. So for the purposes of this video, I was channeling my inner Serena sport player at home safely, where I didn't hurt anybody with a tennis racket or the ball. So as you see, I did not use the ball for safety purposes because I was in the house and Kyrie wasn't home, my husband. So that's good. So nobody got hurt. Started working on the different hues, different shades of gray. But yes, in my head, I completely family was having a costume party, so I decided to go with a tutu because I love tutus and get like off the shoulder bodysuit thing. Was inspired by one of her images where she had a tutu on when she was playing tennis. So I decided to go with a gray color as my wash. Wasn't sure if I was gonna leave it gray or go with the flesh tones and continue to work on that. I continued to work on her face, her lips, her nose angle, and things like that. And there's still some more work I want to do. These are the colors that I used, and I decided to just continue going. I do love painting, like paintings that have this one color and different variations, shades, hues of that color. Takes time for me to do it, but once I start, it's done. Like, I don't know, I'm just really super excited, super blessed that God has been carving time for me to create, carving time for me to read the Bible, carving time. Well, I gotta carve the time, right? But I'm excited to be able to get to the art zone and do something creative, something that I enjoy and I love doing. And I finally finished my Martin Luther King, so I'm excited about that. And there's some other things that I've been getting to working on that I've been able to work towards completion in 2024. It's very awesome. It's really cool. Having been working on something, what are you working on that you're finally getting back to completion? As a painter, I have canvases that I had to take a break from. Either I was going for a certain style and it's hard to get there, or just trying to figure out where to go next. So I keep it in hopes that I will get back to it. Something else my husband started, and I have not gotten back to that yet. It's a larger piece, and I want to see if I want to add some material and fabrics. So it's another reason why I was working on the hands or something else. But yes, in my head, I can play tennis. For one of the costume parties that we were having, I did dress up as Serena. So I had to take like 2 wigs and put it together because she had like the ponytail. And I found like a tennis skirt at the thrift store around my block. And a onesie, I guess you call it. And so I try my best to channel my inner tennis. Yeah, and I think in that video I was playing like fake tennis in my house. I gotta post that so you can really see the transition of when this came about, and this image that came up of Serena when she did this photo shoot. I think it was like Time magazine. I don't know. I think it was Time magazine. It was just so, I don't know, elegant. She was just looking up, and you know, it was like that and stuff. It was super dope. And I'm like, yes. And ever since then, that was something I wanted to create. Now I'm getting much better drawing profiles and you know, just faces, eyes, and things like that. I'm really getting a likeness of whatever it is I'm drawing and lending myself to for time. or to time, meaning if it's not something that I can really finish, which it's rarely something that I can finish in like 24 hours. And then it's okay to take the break and come back. And sometimes that break can be a year. But in the back of my mind, there are days when I'm thinking about it, like, I really should finish this. I really want to finish that. And, you know, commit to, you know, a few hours once or twice a week. If that's what I can get in, that's what I can get in. But that still allows me to bring it to, you know, fruition. And I am freaking super excited. There are some other things that I have been working on. I'm trying to see if my palette is actually still wet for this. As you know, I painted my living room. I have a foldable table that is on one side of the living room, and then I'm close to the window, the open space in the kitchen. So if somebody's watching TV, you know, we could like move these curtains. This is something I had asked my husband to work with for me. And so we were able to buy I don't know how you say, for curtains, like a curtain rod, to be able to hang it up so that I have, you know, at least a consistent background. I do like to change it, but I'm working on finding a curtain that's wide enough, because really this should extend a little further on both sides. Some of the things I wanted to get was for the paper, and you pull it down like bulletin board paper, and you can pull it down all the way to the floor, and I will be able to change the backgrounds that I'm using, which is something I still want to do. We're talking about it. For the most part, my background is always black, but I do have some of the curtains that I like to use, but it depends on what I'm doing. Colors and light bouncing off, because this is not like a background for photos and stuff like that, so sometimes the light doesn't work it out. But that's how it is. And my table always has stuff on it from the day before. But sometimes I do clean it up, right? I do clean it up, and mostly I clean it up even more for church on Sundays. We use the same table, and I kind of shift some things around. I always have my 4 lights. So that's what that looks like. That's the other one. We have some lights over here, and everything else will be on the thing. So it is a workspace. However, it's a multi-purpose, and it's still a living room. Because my husband be like, "Oh, it's not a living room." I'm like, it is the living room. My table is probably the messiest. You know, I'm thinking about adding hair. I love 3D mixed media, so I'm probably gonna make a ponytail out of some synthetic hair, and I'll show you that. So there will be a part. Make sure you check out my other videos of me singing, dancing, creating. I'm gonna continue to work on it more, trying to get the best resemblance of Serena that I can. I'm gonna work on the ear and the shadow underneath the chin. On this channel, you're gonna get a little bit of everything artistic, all of my artistic endeavors, from painting to singing to dancing to crafting. You'll get some resin pour. You'll get some earrings that I made. I use all type of mixed media. You'll see some 3D art with hair, afros, things that I may find in the house, from beads, pearls to little rhinestones. You'll see it all. I am Minister of Arts at my church, and I'm really just focusing and working on all the giftings that God has given me. If you're liking what you're seeing, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, and you'll see some more as I'm working on scheduling which day I'll do what, or how many times a week I'm going to post. But God has allowed me to come back at it. Yeah.